Okay, here I am with the 2021 Aprilia Tuono factory V4. Yeah, so another moto vlog, and I think it's definitely going to be exciting as I have not ridden this one. This is effectively the first impression with the Gabro racing tune, right? So of course with the UpMap, I'm trying now the new tune from Gabro. Effectively had the Aprilia Racing ECU tune, which of course on top of, like, especially for a slip-on exhaust, having the relevant software to ensure, right, everything from a, the airflow perspective, and also the side turn signal delete, right? So that's of course why I did it. And I know Gabro was in my comments and said, hey, why aren't you trying my tune? And honestly, I always wanted to, and just wanted to get kind of a baseline with the Aprilia Racing ECU tune, and then flip over to the Gabro. So I'm hearing a lot of good things about this one, and I'm super excited to see, of course, if there's any difference that I'm feeling. And with that, let's jump in. Normally I'm hanging around tour, and so I'm going to do, I think, the profiles of both touring and race, right? So I'm going to be going over, I would say, just on the way to the highway, having my commute, and I'll try that one a little bit in tour, and really excited to see how this one feels, especially with the race profile. And just give you guys an honest opinion about, am I feeling a difference? So far, just this is a true kind of first opinion. I didn't ride the bike prior. I just flashed it the other night. Took like 5-10 minutes. It was like super simple, as always. I always recommend just putting it on some type of tender, some type of power supply, just in case. Oh man, honestly, it's just smooth, just right away. Actually, wow, I didn't expect that. This kind of like throttle and shift application, it just feels smoother. I don't know if it's like adaptation being reset, but I can tell right away. So yeah, I didn't, regarding like tuning, I know some people are like, oh, you don't have to put it on a charger. Like, it's just better safe than sorry, guys. And I always try to, whether it's my cars or my bikes, no matter if it's coding or full programming, I always put it on some type of power supply, just because some of these ECUs are definitely voltage sensitive, and no matter what, that would be my recommendation from my side. But it went really smoothly, and like having now the relevant software applications, even being able to do this via the phone, it's just crazy. Of course, coming from the tuning world from 5 years ago, where flash tunes were starting to really increase, to 10 years ago where people were still sending out ECUs. It's so much more convenient. So this is definitely like an interesting time now in kind of this tuning world, and I'm really happy that Gabro is putting a lot of effort in it and putting the support. I know he sells even his airbox, which that could be kind of part of my stage 2, stage 3 plans. But really impressed with what he's putting out. And wow, it's like this kind of transition between gears feels much smoother, especially on power. So right away I can tell. So that's, wow, kind of interested to put this one in sport already. Yeah, great job, Gabro. This is really nice. Actually, again, this kind of like where the revs are building up and the shifting. I mean, it seems like it's less peaky. Wow, yeah. I mean, this is amazing, actually. Nice KTM. Really impressed. Wow. So I think I said it, and I'm not even doing canyon impression today, just commuting impression. And so, you know, we'll keep playing around with this, but you know, like the first impressions is, you know, people are wondering whether you can feel the kind of difference between the Gabro and the Aprilia Race Tune. The quick answer is yes, right? Especially like as the revs are building, so there's kind of low to mid RPM range, you quickly be able to see an immediate difference. Yeah, popping. So yeah, I mean, Gabro now is like, I saw he's really putting out some quality stuff, and especially like the airbox. Not only is he, of course, having this kind of awesome airbox that has like the blue lid, super cool, but also he's coming out now with a specific tune for it, and it's just nice to see the support, right? And you know, should I kind of go that direction, I definitely, like I said in like the previous kind of moto vlogs, like I really want to get this thing on the track, because I think a modification like that is definitely gonna shine, like top end, especially, you know, down straightaways and so forth, right? And going after it. So from that perspective, I'm you know, hoping to jump into that at some point. And like I said, now I kind of understand why he kind of commented on my video about the tune for even this kind of setup with a slip-on. And it's immediate. It's like, honestly, really surprising. And now I understand. So definitely understand. Oh wow, yeah, okay, understood. I understood the assignment, this guy. Now let's now I'm on the highway, still in sport mode. See how we get through here. So there's kind of partial kind of throttle application. Oh wow! Yeah, it's just much more alive. Like in this kind of low to mid RPM range, there's like no, I'm gonna call it like slack. It's not like jagged, but like the application is just much smoother. And you know, I think like with the smooth application, how it builds, I guess I have to look at the graphs, dyno graphs, but it just feels less peaky with the Gabro, it feels much smoother and much, you know, faster. I don't know if that makes sense. It just doesn't feel like there's any like on-off. It just looks like the kind of tuning like profile is much more complete, and I'd love to hear it from the man. So if you got his Gabro, if you see this video, definitely please let me know what magic you've done. It's not proprietary, because it just feels like wow, right? Even like this kind of position in 6th gear, just cruising, it's definitely not having this kind of on-off switch feeling. So I think definitely calling it a little bit of some tuning magic. So doing downshift, clutchless to 4th. Yeah, I mean, it's just, I don't want to call it a different bike, but the tune is definitely very interesting. The bike almost feels like updated. It's like, wow, that 56 is just much more crisp. Let me switch now to the touring profile and play around with this a little bit more. So, I mean, this is like also very smooth. Of course, like the kind of throttle application, as far as like, you know, the percentage of throttle apply in touring mode is much bigger, right, to achieve the kind of same effect than it is in sport. So this is definitely more kind of commuting friendly, like in general, right, even on the factory tune. But again, like the kind of power application, just playing around the throttle, like left and, you know, kind of up and down, it just feels, again, like much more filled. Like the RPM range feels like, I don't know if it's better sensor data, or, but it definitely feels much smoother. Very cool. Glad I did this one, and you know, shout out to Gabro Racing for really getting my attention and making a comment on one of the videos, because it was fun. Woo! So much fun. Wow. Alright. Yeah. I gotta get used to this. This is like lively. Again, like an update. Like a super update. I like it. I really enjoy this one. So, yeah. So, I think now just switching kind of to the general sense of the build. I talked about also having the engine case covers and engine case covers, and you know, I have like the T-Rex ones, and you know, I'll try those on. I know people, there's been like mixed reviews, some really good, no issues with kind of extreme lean angle, some more concerned with like racing situations and lean angle, and but I did appreciate that they, you know, honestly have kind of put some warning about this in their instructions about, hey, like, hey, make sure nothing is kind of rubbing and jamming during extreme lean angle. So that was nice that, you know, they're upfront about it. I know there's like the GB Racing covers as well. So I'm going to try the T-Rex ones and report to you guys soon on that one. So that's kind of on the next mod list. I'd love to do this airbox from Gabro Racing. Like I said, it's like the RSC blue top airbox with a specific kind of trumpets, and you know, yeah, look at that, right? Just like the power delivery, so smooth now, super smooth. Pop. Yeah, so I'm really impressed with this tune. So, in short, definitely worth the
investment on the Gabro Racing tune. The one I got specifically was the slip-on, I think they call it like slip-on V10 tune. And you know, even with this setup, you can feel a difference over the Aprilia Racing ECU tune. So, highly recommended. Definitely just jump into that one unless you want to play around and feel the difference. The Gabro Racing's the one. That's the one you want, guys. Alright, well, if you like the video, definitely thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Until next time, guys, safe riding out there and enjoy.